Oh, someone needs to switch back.
Oh, did they both go to that team?
Yeah, they
They're
both
locked
went.
in, so it's gonna be a 2v0.
I have an idea. If I switch to your side and lock in, one of them. Oh no, it's okay. K3 came back over. It's all good.
And there's only a chance that one of them would get switched back over, and there's a chance that it would be.
Yeah, I know.
Just be and we'd only be able to see one perspective. That wouldn't be fun. What we should have done was somehow molded the two streams. Like, I pull your stream as a source and then show both streams at once or something, and then see both perspectives. Both
that
of
would
us,
be
like,
that would be really cool. We could like show them like side by side kind of thing. Actually, if you guys' internet is good enough, you guys could probably do that on your own.
Like my internet's definitely good enough. What I would need though is I'd need you here. I would need 2 clients in the game. Oh my goodness. That's right.
Oh, Petal versus Saw. I thought it was gonna be a Saw versus Saw match.
I thought so too, but he's pulling out the Petal. Oh man, this is a nail biter.
I personally usually don't have too many problems against a Petal as a Saw in the early game, but I don't know. Maybe AdyEndrus has something up his sleeve, or he knows something I don't.
Well, and it will depend on whether or not Saw goes Crystal.
That is true. K3D started off with boots, so this is interesting.
And no pots. He does that every game.
That's very interesting. I would think that buying the pots would help you sustain in lane much better.
Shin, newsflash. Petal started with her seeds as her first ability.
No way.
She did. She really did.
That's
confirmed. I can confirm it.
Who would have thought? Man, this is. Remember, guys, this is for a newly increased pot. Like 3,500 ice will pretty much buy you whatever you want. Holy cow!
It's really good auto attack from Petal. Like I mentioned earlier, Petal's auto attack range is the longest in the game at a 7. So being able to get those auto attacks in on Saw and still be able to last hit on a turret like he's doing, it's pretty solid. He's stacking seats in that bush. He just hit level 2. His minions died,
all the minions died.
But he's still getting the damage in.
I was going to go for it.
Get the roadie run, but he's already used suppressing fire. He's not spun up.
What an aggressive start. This is very interesting because now he's on sort of the wrong side.
Yeah, and Ambu can. There's a seed he's planted.
If he wants to get back into lane, the only safe way from this is maybe to go all the way around. Oh, actually, now. Oh, okay. So K3D is opted to pull it back. Let's see what he buys. That's an interesting buy. So he bought a light shield. I believe that's what that's called. So he's opting to go.
I think that's going to be a really smart buy, though. Most of Petal's damage, especially in the early lane, is from her minions. So having that shield after level 1, Petal can get a ton of attack damage in, or physical damage in when she has just the extra range at level 1. But once you hit level 2 and Saw has access to both of his abilities, then it's really not as high of a value. Just the extra range on the auto attack. It'll still help, but once Saw has a little bit of life steal in lane or a little bit of sustain, it won't be as big of an impact. Now Ambu's electing to not change the seeds into minions. I can see here he's got 6 seeds stacked up right at his turret. Okay, there he just turned
there it
2 of them
goes.
into minions. Yeah. Oh, there are 3 there, and look at that
Oh
damage.
jeez.
Yeah.
See, whenever
he
has to back out. Whenever I play Saw, because I usually go with weapon. The thing is, I usually try to take out the minions first, because even a spun up Saw versus 3 minions, the minions tend to do just a little bit more than Saw. So it's better just to take them out one by one, because that's where most of the damage will be.
And nothing else, force Petal to use her mana to keep the minions alive. Here, Petal's gonna do a little safe back. Let's see what Petal elects to buy.
It takes me 40 minutes to get
Got the
dressed.
heavy crystal,
Paper cuts were bad.
has a weapon blade, and then got a Halcyon potion. Then run right back to lane. It's a little difficult in these 1v1s to not have boots, but he has 5 seeds there to tank for his turret, and you can see the minions line up for those seeds. The seeds aren't worth very much gold, but they kept all of the damage off the turret.
It is
and he's got the damage in. Oh, the minions died though. And now he's taking way too much damage. Here's the roadie run.
No, it's not enough.
Not enough, no.
But that was great. So now we know, like, so in the early level, suppressing fire is enough to take on all the minions. But as Petal levels up, that's not going to be the case, and it will actually be very risky for him to try to suppressing fire with the minions on him.
It's
plus,
very true.
yeah. Plus, Petal can actually save her second skill and cast it again while they're being injured to give them a heal.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
He's out of energy. He's got it. That's
first blood.
Gallo, Eddie, and Blue Honor takes the first lead of the game before 5 minutes, and we thought a 5-minute kill was early, and here it is at 4 something, and he's picked up first blood already.
What is Saw going to do? He opted to actually buy more defense. He upgraded his light shield into a kinetic shield, then bought another light shield. So he wants to get very tanky.
Blue Honor can see that he's got a little bit of safe time in lane. He emptied his energy pool by just stacking seeds in front of his turret and then recalled. Got back to base, bought a void battery and a potion, and now he's coming back. So he's going to have a sustained energy pool to cast from to keep his minions constantly damaging the Saw and keeping his turret safe at the same time. And Saw has almost no offensive items. He has that tiny little crystal power item, and that's it.
Yeah, it does just mow down all of the seeds. If I was gonna go tank though, like that, I would at least get a barbed needle, because a barbed needle would make that 50 health go a long way, because he's so tanky now. But because he doesn't have that, he has no form of regen whatsoever.
That was a boots activation. Yeah. That Petal ultimate almost killed him, and you can see this void battery is going to keep Petal almost full on energy.
K3D is in a very bad spot. He is down 1 kill, and I don't know if this build will save him from Petal. He upgraded his kinetic shield into a fountain, so he'll be able to sustain himself a little bit that way. Aside from the obvious active, Fountain does have a lot of passive HP regen.
Okay.
So there is that, but I don't know if it will be enough in this case.
A little bit of the minion logic failing there. One minion kept getting stuck right up next to the turret between a creep and the turret, really minimizing the effectiveness that Petal was able to be there. But here, the seat's backfiring just a little bit because it lets Sock maintain his perk of being spun up, and it made the creeps stop it, so the creeps stopped to attack the seeds, and Saw didn't have to push as far out, where Petal was trying to get in behind him, which would have been pretty key right there.
Now see, if you notice, K3D has no lifesteal, but he's already back to full, and that's because of the passive regen on Fountain. It's very high. So if Anbu Ana can't keep up the pressure, he'll just get it all back just by standing around.
Do you see these seeds healing each other?
Yeah.
I think that's the funniest thing, that seeds are strong enough without minion mines that they can just heal in lane. Wow, some pretty decent damage off there, but you're right, that fountain's just going to heal him up. I don't know if Anbu Honor has kill potential anymore in this lane. Just the defensive items that Saw has built has given him that early game edge. Petal's going to have to pull something out of his hat here to be able to get a kill. He buys a 6 sins and a mine, and he's walking back to lane, so he's going to have some offense, and then maybe a mine to trick the Saw with, and the seeds are healing up the Petal minions, so they're tanking this wave rather effectively.
So Saw actually decided to go with a reflex block. He's actually getting even more tanky to support this last push. He does not want to die anymore. So
Do you think that's a good buy at this point?
I don't know. I feel like he needs some kind of damage. Maybe he's just trying to outpush her at this point, but I really don't know. Captain Nito did remember he did mention that defensive items tend to be better in the early game, and I can definitely see that here, where he's not dying to Petal anymore. Even if he just stands around, he'll heal up, but he's not going to get any kills either. Oh shoot.
He's also being really conservative with his energy. He's
So-
not just spamming abilities.
So I apparently accidentally tapped on the screen and made myself walk there. As soon as I saw myself on screen, like, oh, what, who's that Taka? I'm like, oh, that Taka is me.
ShinKaigan. Oh yeah, that sounds familiar.
So no one saw that.
I didn't see it. If I were you, I wouldn't have even mentioned it. I got like
I mean-
people watching my stream.
Oh,
damage
the
to
fountain though. The fountain is keeping him, and the reflex block keeps him alive.
Wow. I'm alive, but pushed out of lane. Petal
Yeah.
can push with this wave. Wink, wink. Petal can. Nope. Okay. I'm not getting any damage in on the turret. He's just looking for that second kill, which he honestly almost got there, which is really surprising. And that was one of those instances where Saw locks himself down just as much as he tries to lock his opponent down when he runs that suppressing fire. If Petal or the Munions don't die in it, then Petal just gets free reign to ult.
I always try to tell people to be very careful when using Saw suppressing fire. It is 2.5 seconds of a stun you put on yourself. So
Absolutely.
so people can take advantage of that if you don't hit them head on with it.
And really, if you're in range to attack somebody as Saw, then you're much too close to cast suppressing fire, because suppressing fire can be used as such a long-range harass ability. If you're sieging a turret and you don't want to take turret aggro, you can suppressing fire your opponent without pulling tower aggro.
KTD is doing a really good job keeping it in this game. Based on that first kill, I thought it may end over pretty quick, but he would have to do something pretty drastic to pull out a win. I don't think there's any damage on the other tower. No, there is no damage on the tower. He is down 1 kill. I wonder if he's hoping if he can push us out to late game and then use Saw's excellent late game to do that.
Yeah, where Petal doesn't have a stun, if he can get to a late game Saw build, he can be pretty devastating. The problem is that Petal scales with Crystal as good as the best of them, and this Crystal bought a heavy steal on his last back, so he's got some pretty significant damage going for him from multiple directions. And where Saw isn't really showing in lane, Petal could have potentially got a ton of damage in, but instead opted to recall. Finishes the Frostburn and gets level 2 boots. Tier 2 boots completed, Frostburn completed. So the ability to keep Saw caught out in lane is much higher now.
So Saw actually built an Aegis for the massive shield boost. And upgraded his crystal bit to Eclipse Prism. So he has a little bit more damage on his abilities, but not too much, I think, to make a huge difference. But he is significantly more tanky. Yeah, as you can see, that does nothing to him at all.
That did almost nothing. That was crazy.
It takes me 40 minutes to get dressed.
But he is completely out of energy, and that Frostburn is gonna make him stick. He had to activate boots there, and just barely got out.
If you actually saw, if you saw how much damage his ult did, even without any attack damage items, he might have actually been able to stick it out if he was spun up. He's doing pretty well with just basically the base damage on his skills.
Well, and you come from League of Legends. There were a ton of champions like Renekton who just from their base damages can be highly effective, and I did the same thing on Cruel. I never build any damage on Cruel. I just build him on tank and then rely on his base damage to do the rest of the work for me. Now, Ambu's using a part of the Petal strategy that hasn't been tapped into yet. Obviously, we haven't seen a Petal, but Petal's Munions can endlessly tank turret. If nobody comes and you have enough energy sustain, enough energy recharge, you can actually keep your Munions tanking tower shots for you and endlessly push. So if this Saw backs, Petal is a champion that doesn't need any friendly creeps to be pushing with her, and she can do devastating damage. And then this Petal has weapon power on top of that. Needs to cast Yay Pets, or these Munions are gonna disappear.
I once tried to juggle 4 blades.
Man,
at a
I think Saul has to be very careful. If he doesn't push the lane all the way up before he backs, he will probably lose the tower. And Buana has a good mix between weapon damage and crystal power.
Yep, just ran Saw out of energy too. So while Saw does have the recharge from Fountain, does not have the recharge on energy. That Eclipse Prism isn't going to do it for him. And look at push.
This might be enough. That's what I said. As soon as he backs, it might be game. Like
that's definitely game.
Oh, that is it. Oh man.
And Buana wins the match. Woo.
And Buana is the grand winner, and he gets 3,500 ice. 2,000 of which is, well, actually technically all of it is courtesy of Vainglory. And he gets to call himself the number one 1v1 champ.
That's pretty awesome. I'm sure he's going to be thrilled. Let's wait 7 seconds and we'll throw up a surrender vote. That way I can have a screenshot of the final match.
And Buana, congratulations. You have deserved that. You did an excellent game. Wow. Let me go ahead.
That was pretty great.
That was a great match. Let me go ahead.
You can see he was actually up 1,000 gold, so.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Which was the turret, so about 700 gold in lane, which is pretty good.
Let me go ahead and throw up this up. So here is the finals. And Buana takes it. He gets 3,500 ice and bragging rights. Congratulations. That was an excellent match. There was some really good ones in there. Like I was surprised by the Taka. We got to see a Petal in the finals. Wow. Wow, Vainglory is actually on top of this. They're giving out the ice right now.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I guess if Playoff is watching, he can just throw it out.
Yeah, that's true. I should take a screenshot of this too. There you go.
The Ambu Honor was the winner. Standings, we'll have him in first. He won 1-1.